Right now, peace feels like something that's in short supply. Life is chaotic, and no matter how hard we try to fix the things outside of us, it's as if real peace keeps slipping through our fingers. But what if the reason we aren't finding peace is because we're looking for it in all the wrong places? In Philippians 4 verse 7, there's a verse that says, "And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." But this peace isn't something you can figure out with your head or achieve through logic. It's something much deeper, a profound experience of connection within yourself, where you realize that all the chaos and noise outside is just an illusion. The only real thing is the unchanging awareness, the stillness, behind everything. Before we go further, let's clear something up. The Bible has often been misunderstood. A lot of people take it as a literal, historical document, but much of it was written using symbols and allegories. It was never meant to just tell stories. It was trying to point to truths that are hard to explain in words. When you read the Bible through an esoteric lens, it's like unlocking a new layer of meaning. You see it not as a rulebook but as a guide for understanding the deeper realities of life and the nature of consciousness. That's the perspective we'll use today to explore what this verse means and how it can lead you to real, lasting peace. When this verse talks about peace that transcends all understanding, it's not talking about something you can figure out or explain logically. Our minds are built to analyze, compare, and try to make sense of the world, but that's not where this kind of peace comes from. It's not about solving your problems or making sense of the chaos. This peace comes from realizing that everything you experience, the ups and downs, the stress, the conflicts, is all temporary. It's like a dream you wake up from. What's real is the awareness underneath it all, the part of you that doesn't change, that's always there, quietly observing. When you shift your focus inward and connect to that awareness, you stop getting caught up in the illusions of the outside world. That's when you start to feel this peace. It's not something you create, it's something you already have. You've just been distracted from it. So why don't we feel this peace more often? The truth is, we're usually looking in the wrong direction. We've been taught to chase things outside of ourselves: success, relationships, material comfort, thinking they'll make us happy. But when our focus is entirely outward, we end up feeling disconnected from the stillness and awareness that's within us. On top of that, the modern world keeps us constantly distracted. Social media, work, the news, they all pull our attention away from the one place where peace actually exists: inside. It's like searching for your keys everywhere, only to realize they've been in your pocket the whole time. Now, let's talk about how to actually experience this peace, not as some abstract idea, but as something you can feel in your life. Imagine this: you're sitting in a quiet place, no distractions, nothing pulling at your attention. You close your eyes and take a deep breath. You're not trying to force anything, you're just sitting, being present with yourself. At first, your mind is probably going to be noisy. Thoughts will pop up, reminding you of things you need to do or replaying something that happened earlier. That's okay. Let them come, but don't grab onto them. Just watch them, like leaves floating down a stream. And as you do this, notice what's underneath all those thoughts. There's a stillness there, a presence. It's subtle at first, but if you keep your attention on it, you'll start to feel it more. That's the awareness I'm talking about, the unchanging part of you that isn't caught up in the drama of life. The more you rest in that awareness, the more you'll notice how the chaos outside starts to feel less urgent. The things that once stressed you out don't seem to hold as much weight anymore. That's not because the world has changed. It's because you've tapped into the peace that was always within you. This is the peace the verse is pointing to, the kind that doesn't depend on circumstances, that goes beyond anything your mind can understand. It's a direct experience of your true nature, the part of you that's always steady, no matter what's happening around you. The peace described in Philippians 4 verse 7 isn't a quick fix or a feel-good idea. It's a deep reality that exists within every one of us, no matter how chaotic life feels on the outside. But to find it, You have to stop looking outward and turn your attention inward. The Bible, when understood through an esoteric lens, isn't just about rules or stories. It's a map for uncovering truths about ourselves and the universe. This verse is a perfect example. It's not asking you to believe something, it's inviting you to experience something. So, if you take one thing from this, let it be this: the peace you're searching for isn't out there somewhere. It's already within you, waiting for you to notice it. And once you do, you'll realize it's been there all along, quietly holding you, steady and unchanging, through it all.